everyone, welcome back to my channel today. So if you've been following me on my blog, www.strangecharmed.com, you'll know that I have recently been writing a series on blogging called Blogging 101, where basically I impart my knowledge about blogging and the blogging world to you if you're interested in starting a blog or basically revamping or, trying to gear up your own existing blog that maybe you haven't been paying that much attention to. My most recent post in that series is a photography basics that basically covers taking photographs and a couple of different techniques that you should be using in order to make sure that your photographs are the best that they can be no matter what kind of camera you're using. Now today I really don't want to talk about photography overall, but in that post what I talked about at one point was that you could use an iPhone camera to take very decent photos that you can use on your blog or on Instagram. So today I thought what I would do is a video showing you guys, basically walking you guys through my process for taking photos on my iPhone and editing them with an array of apps that I have already downloaded on my phone that I pretty much rely on to create beautiful images for me. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to use a picture that I've taken probably like a month or so back, and it's something that I've edited and uploaded to Instagram. But this picture is a really great example of how I use more than one app to create my desired effects. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop up the photo here somewhere in the video so you guys can see the before. So if you can see this before photo, it actually is not really that bad of a photo. It's pretty well composed. There's a couple of different objects in the photo. You can see in the background, I've got my Kate Spade agenda. I've got a little notebook that has a pair of high-heeled shoes on it, a date stamp that I got at Target, and right pretty much in the front is a stack of washi tape. And the photo has a decent amount of light in it, but there's still a couple of dark spots. And so I decided that I needed to clean up, though, that dark area and brighten it up. So the app that I use to brighten up my photos is Afterlight. Afterlight is available on the iTunes store for download, and I will pop up how much that costs and all details right now. And I'll also leave a link in the description box if you would like to go and purchase that app. So my process for lightening a photo is pretty simple. I pull up the photo in Afterlight, and then I use the brightness and contrast toggle to work with the lighting and basically remove the shadows, brighten up the overall image so that it's at a place where I think it's clearly legible visibly. So once I've done that step, I go ahead and save the image because right now the image is lighter, but it isn't necessarily exactly where I'd like it to be. So because there's a couple of different items in this picture and I want to highlight the washi tape specifically, I use another app called Big Lens that helps me to create a blur effect in specific areas of the photograph. So in this app, all I have to do is load the photo that's been brightened, and I go ahead and use the tools available to me in the app to select the area that I would like to actually keep in focus. So I use the advanced tool here and I select that area, and then I can move on. I can edit things like the aperture, filter, and the lens. Now I'm going to ignore filter because that basically gives me a choice of Instagram-like filters that I can put on top of the photo, and I'm not interested in doing that. But what I am interested in doing is adjusting the aperture. So I can actually adjust how blurry the background of this photo is in order to place an appropriate amount of significance on the washi tape that's in the foreground. Another thing I like to use is the lens option that actually allows me to change the shape of the lens. And that kind of adjusts the highlights in the picture to any specific shape. And as I mess around with these shapes, you can see that as I change the choices, you get different effects in the lighting. Okay, so now that my photo is got a beautiful blur in the background and has a nice focus on the washi tape in the front, I'm gonna go ahead and save that. So the last thing I like to do with my images is add interesting artwork on top of them. And the app that I've been using currently to add a lot of my interest points to my photographs is called Rona Designs. This app is really comprehensive. It has a lot of different artwork and text options that you can use to really customize your image. But for today, I know that there is a very specific tag that I would like to use. So I'm going to choose that, place it in my image, and adjust the size and color. Once I have what I want, all I need to do is save, and this photo is technically ready to be uploaded to Instagram. Like I said in my blog post, you don't have to use your iPhone photos strictly for Instagram. I sometimes use photos like this to upload to my blog because my iPhone camera really does a pretty good job of capturing really great images, and through the use of specific apps, I'm able to really create a really beautiful image that is really blog worthy. So I hope this tutorial has given you guys an idea of the different types of apps that you can use and the different effects that you can use to make your pictures beautiful. Whether you're using these images for Instagram or your own personal website, or even Facebook or any of the other social media sites out there, there's an array of apps available on the iTunes Store that will really help you to achieve different effects and different looks for your photos. So don't think that Instagram is the only option you have out there, and don't think that your iPhone photos aren't unique and beautiful enough to be posted elsewhere, because technology in phones these days is pretty amazing. I would say my iPhone camera really rivals the quality of my point-and-shoot Canon. So if this video has been useful for you guys, please make sure to like it, and of course subscribe to my channel and share this video in your social media feeds as well. Have a great day, you guys. I'll see you in the next video.